Hey, it's your girl Candy, and I'm in here with my recap for Season 3, Episode 6, Ecotone, Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount Plus. If y'all are not watching the show, y'all are really missing out on an excellent show. It's up to 3, this is the 3rd season, so you can go back and binge watch Season 1 and Season 2 on Paramount Plus, and then you can catch up with us. So we are going live tonight at 10:30. It's me, Moochie, Inga, Tamika, Detroit, and Booby, I think. So yeah. But yeah, I wasn't expecting RHONDA to be taken out, y'all. Cousin RHONDA, because Bunny is my boo. So, anybody that's my boo, I'm related to them. I'm related to their peoples. So I wasn't expecting RHONDA to be taken out in the beginning of the episode or at all, to say the least. She was not a big character on the show. However, she was one that you would never forget because she approached Mike about her cousin Bunny when they was in the tent city in season 2, and she wanted to know where her cousin was because that's her cousin. She wanted to get she wanted to know where he was so that she could, make sure that he was okay. But that's what you do for your people. You check on them, make sure they're good, they straight, this, that, and third. But yeah, I was not looking forward for RHONDA to be taken out, and I am so sorry to hear that. But listen, this is what it is. It's the belly of the beast. I believe RHONDA might have been undercover, a blue gang. I think she was. I'm not sure, but her front was the salon, which could have been funded by Bunny. I don't know. I'm speculating. I'm just throwing things out there. Don't pay me no attention. I'm just saying, it is what it is. So we could tell something was going on because the music was real somber and low, and you got, RHONDA going into her shop, telling the dudes to get away from her business because she about to open up in a few minutes. And then we got Mike riding around in his car looking kind of sad, like something was wrong. We're not sure what was wrong, but we could just tell something was going on, okay? And then he had this song called Better Days Are Coming playing. Not the one by Leandra Johnson. No, not that one. But it sounded like an old school song. I don't think it was Sam Cooke or nobody. I don't know who that was. But I did like the little song. But it was called Better Days Are Coming. So yeah. So as soon as RHONDA walked into the shop, she is being gunned down by the Aryan brothers or somebody. We're not sure who it is. The two dudes that was outside of her shop. One of them went down, but the other one, he tried. And as soon as he turned around, he looked and saw that RHONDA was on the ground. Well, in her salon on the floor. And there's some I didn't think RHONDA was gonna go. I would like to have seen RHONDA go out firing back versus being taken out, the way she was. Like, she was not aware of that something was going on. So, but anyway, so, might get the phone call that, the shop was what they gunned down Bunny's territory and that RHONDA was there. They tried to get Bunny, not to have Bunny there, but of course he got there before everybody else did. And he just standing there looking. And of course, we know he's pissed, highly pissed about that. So, Mike was trying to let him know, like, all right, don't do nothing, stand down, chill. We know what this was, what it was, and I think because they were poisoning their drugs, Bunny shot their place up last week. So in retaliation, they are shooting his place up, which he was not there. However, someone that he did love was there. Okay, so because of, in the wake of RHONDA's death, Mike wants to keep Bunny and them from unaliving the wrong people because they don't want them to do anything, crazy, because it's too much going on, too much retaliation going on, and they really don't want a lot of unalived people. Just like every other week, every other day, there's something going on. So, Mike is trying to keep Bunny at bay. And then he has to keep Callahan at bay as well. So he talks to SWAT, which is, I guess, KPD, and asks them to do a raid on the Russians. And he wants them to arrest Constantine and anybody that's under him. So just to keep them off the streets for now, because they don't want any issues. Now, listen. We know SWAT is under Robert. Rob is the one that will pop anybody. He does not like to be told to keep everybody alive. He does not like that. I don't know what Robert thing is, but he don't want to keep the people alive. He want them just to be dead. He don't even care. Robert got a thing for unaliving people. He don't care who they are, where they come from. He don't care. All he like to see is death certificates, okay? And I think he must hand them out personally, or either he get a kickback from the funeral home or something. I don't know, but Robert got a real knack for unaliving people unnecessarily. So, you know, you might as well call the Crips in to handle the business if you want Robert instead of Robert, because hell, shit, Robert gonna take him out unnecessarily. So, he let Robert know to chill on this. We need the people alive, and do not hurt Iris. Make sure she's not in the way. So Mike calls her and lets her know that SWAT is on the way and to go to lunch. Iris does not do it. So when she's in there, she gets a phone call from Mike. Mike tells her, hey, SWAT is on the way. You need to take an early lunch break or do something. So she's like, okay, well, yeah. And how many in your party and what time, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. She hangs up the phone and she acts like she's taking another call, like another call is coming in, because Constantine is like literally watching her. And I don't know if her voice changes when she's on the phone with Mike, but sometimes when you're doing something you ain't got no business, I guess you change a little bit, because for one, you're trying not to be seen or heard. So that may be what he picked up on. I'm not sure. So, of course, she doesn't go anywhere, which was the best thing for her to do, because if she had left and said, okay, after she took that call and left 5 minutes later, Constantine would have known something was up with that, and he probably would have unalived her quicker than he did Tatiana. So, anyway, Iris was up there, and I think Rob elbowed her in the face, which was cool because it seemed like she was down for the cause. Like she was not trying to be hurt or trying to comply. She put up a fight, which required Rob to pop. He shouldn't have popped it, but he popped it anyway. So, Constantine does not really know what's going on. He just knowing that he's getting pulled in for nothing. So they end up talking to him. Ferguson, which is Ian, end up talking to him about Tatiana and the baby that he threw in the dumpster. Constantine don't care about none of that, because they really have nothing on him. There's no evidence that involved him in Tatiana's unaliving, and he don't own the club or run the club. He's just there. SWAT just went there for nothing. I ain't gonna say for nothing, but they went there for nothing when it comes to like finding anything, because any drugs there are not his, because it's not his club, and any visas that are there he ain't got nothing to do with it because it's not his club. Okay, and inside the prison we have Ralphie there with his girlfriend or wife, and he lets her know that there's no difference of soldier or civilian. I forgot about that. Yeah, no difference of soldier or civilian. And he asked her to go ahead and leave Kingstown because, they have a very smart son, and he wants him to stay on the right trajectory. And being in Kingstown, he may be, they can be taken out at any time because it's so hard on the outside and on the inside. You can't really tell the difference because everybody's being taken out no matter what. But so they hug or whatever, because she was like, no, we don't want to leave. But so they end up not hugging, but they grabbed each other's arms or whatnot. And then they have this old stupid behind guard. I think his name is Thomas, I think, acting like they passing contraband, and snatches both of them away and snatch them up, take him, piss Ralphie off. I thought they was going to take him to solitary confinement or whatever, but they didn't. They just sent him back to his cell. And, his girlfriend, they sent her on out to jail. They didn't even check either one of them, but they just wanted to be small penises. That's all. Anyway, so right now Callahan is the man. He got everybody in a tizzy. He got Bunny in a tizzy. He got Mike in a tizzy. And then when Mike is in a tizzy, everybody else is in a tizzy, because he got everybody doing all these precautions to try to keep things under wraps and keep any more bad things from happening, because Callahan has the Aryan brothers doing his dirt because he can, and even though he's on the inside, they still doing it. Like they shot up, RHONDA spot, took out one of Bunny's dudes, and since Callahan has to be in solitary confinement, the fellas know that that's a push of Mike's power. Like they know that's not anything Kareem wants to do, because did anybody notice that Kareem seemed like he was ready to check out of here and go on to glory? Kareem seemed like, he was like, okay. Mike was like, can you, put him in solitary? Okay. 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 It was just like he's giving up on life. Like he's just, like he got letters from his wife or something saying, from the lawyer saying, we about to stop this here marriage, and I'm taking the kids, the house, the cars, the kids, the clothes, the shoes, the animals, all the properties. Seemed like he was gonna leave him with his t-shirt, his shoestrings, and his drawers, and a toothbrush. That's how he was looking. I said, damn, Kareem, like he ready to check out. Shit. It ain't funny, but it's just how he was looking. Like, damn. Shit. So Mike ends up talking to Callahan and let him know that, shit, he's not scared of Constantine because they're both predators, and predators have no need to eat each other. So as long as there's plenty of prey around, like in the Ecotone, between a prison and its surrounding community, which means they got plenty to eat in the prison and out in the streets. So, Callahan lets him know that he only wants to do business with predators. He don't want to do no business with prey. So, Mike is no real use to Callahan, And, if you want things balanced out, hit Bunny Washington. And I was like, I know you telling a fucking lie. Leave Bunny out of this, Bunny. But anyway, so we get, did y'all see when Tracy was talking to the warden at the women's prison? So she's thinking that the girl was, I forgot her name, she was sexually assaulted. No, ma'am. She sexually assaulted that man and then she killed him. So, no, ma'am. Even though I know it happens, no, ma'am. And I understand you want to feel sympathy for her, but no, ma'am. She killed an innocent man. Like, he should have been more careful, but she killed him. Anywho, they had her chained by her hands to her feet, and which is not right because nobody wants to give birth chained with their hands and feet chained to a doggone hospital bed. How can you give birth, deliver like that? That's just somebody being a fool. I want to say what I want to say. Somebody exerting their power and just being ugly, not caring about people. Shades to the Back got beat up because they realized that the narcotics, the drugs was coming through the car shop, and into the prison. They tried to figure it out, and they did. They pulled him to the side and beat the shit out of him and let him know that they don't answer to the warden or to Mike. Listen, and that he need to answer to the white guards and who had their own agenda. I say, well, I'll be damn, Shades to the Back. They beat him up bad. I thought not Callahan. I thought Shades to the Back was gonna be out of here. Really did. And did y'all find it funny about the old man at the funeral home where RHONDA was? I guess it was RHONDA mama that Bunny was talking to outside the home, and she was like, you can't help the life you was born into. And Mike and Bunny end up going into the funeral home, and Bunny asked Mike, do you think about dying old and or dying asleep, and that the guy in the picture lived there all his life, and he's seen all his family this here, there, and everywhere, but he decided to stay here in Kingstown, and he ended up getting taken out. So I don't know if he was taken out due to the unaliving when they were shooting up the RHONDA and Bunny spot out over there. I don't know if he was taken out that day or it was just a random guy and he just know that the guy fell asleep. I mean, was taken out in his sleep. I don't know. I didn't really understand that, but I'm just assuming. I hate to be assuming stuff. What else can I think of? We got Tracy. Oh, and then Tracy. Oh, did y'all see how Robert was acting because he couldn't shoot nobody? He was punching the side of the truck. I said, this ninja is crazy. He loco. Something wrong with Rob. Rob is losing his doggone mind because he couldn't squeeze the trigger. He had to take everybody alive. He punched. He having a hissy fit. Rob need to go see somebody. He need to seek therapy, counseling. He need to get on some. He need to do something. I don't know. He need to get on some Xanax, some Prozac, some. I don't know. He need to get on something to calm him down because he something wrong with Rob. And another thing, I think I want to mention. I can't remember now. Rest in peace, RHONDA. Rest in peace to RHONDA. A beautiful soul. I'm glad you and Mike. I'm glad Mike ain't had no ties to you in a physical way. You know, even though I think y'all might have wanted to bump Ugly's. I ain't sure. But anyway, please like my video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and please look out for upcoming things. Just keep your notification bells on. I will be dropping more videos this week. You know, I got Sisters coming. We got Family Business, which is on BET Plus. BET Plus, not BET, but BET Plus, Season 5. Episode 3 will be dropping Thursday night, Friday morning. So please be on the lookout for that. And anything else I do, just, you know, just put me out there. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.